Another day, another week on the grapevine, on my way to Burbank. If you're new here, I'm part of the Titmouse mentorship. I live 5 hours away from the building, and every single week I drive 5 hours to the building to take the first steps into getting my foot into the animation industry. And this is the week before my last week. I'm so tired right now. I didn't go to sleep until midnight, maybe 1. I woke up at 4:30. I left my house at like 4:45. This past week I just did WonderCon. So right now I'm like running on fumes, man. Like I literally got back from LA Sunday night. So basically Monday morning I got home, edited my video for the week all day. Tuesday I made some like final adjustments, packed some Etsy's, did a little bit of work on my notes. I didn't even get to draw that much. And then I tried to go to sleep as early as I could, but I couldn't go to sleep. But I couldn't go to sleep because I had other things I was working on. Plus I was packing my suitcases. I was doing like laundry and stuff like that because I literally just got home the day before. I was just running late. And now I'm on the road again. I'm about to be at Titmouse in about 45 minutes, maybe an hour. I just stopped at Starbucks right now, got some coffee, and I got a breakfast sandwich, and it stinks like dog food. I'm not even gonna lie. My whole car stinks now. But I'm hella hungry, so I'm gonna dog it right now. I'm gonna eat it. We have a meeting today that's gonna talk about exiting Titmouse as a mentee or something like that. I forgot exactly what it was, but basically they're just gonna tell us like what's gonna happen, like how do we transition into not being Titmouse mentees anymore. I'm thinking, because I know once you're not an employee anymore, everything just goes dark. Like they take your badge, they take your email, can't log in anything. But I'm kind of sad about that. But this mentorship has been crazy. I met a lot of people. I feel like we haven't really got to hang out that much with my mentees because we've all been so busy and our schedules are all so different. I'm gonna bring it up today and see if anybody wants to do anything, because I feel like we need to like connect more. Everybody's so good at art. I try to comment as much as I can on social media, but I'm just like the worst at reading DMs. I'm the worst at commenting. I'm the worst at engaging. So I'm actually just the worst at socializing, period. It's like so hard for me, but a lot of people say I don't seem that way. Like I talked to somebody last week at Titmouse. They said I'm a very social person. I told them like when I get to know somebody and we start chatting, I can chat for a long time, but I can't just like start conversations, and it's hard for me to just start engaging with people. I feel like social environments are kind of draining. I don't know. I'm still a yapper forever, but it's snowing again on the grapevine, which is crazy. I've been through the grapevine so many times, and it always surprises me that it snows here. I'm gonna eat my breakfast sandwich. I'm gonna drink my coffee. I'll see you guys. I always say I'll see you guys when I get to the building. Maybe we'll chat. I don't know. You know me. It goes in my head, and I just forget about it completely. But if I do, I'll try to like get some footage for you guys. One of these days, I'm gonna actually get clear footage of the building. But it's just weird pulling out my camera. I feel like nobody there thinks of like recording everything, and I'm gonna look like a weirdo pulling out my camera just recording the whole building. But I'm gonna do it. Okay, bye.
Arrived.
Okay, I just got to the building, and you know what's crazy is that when I first started coming, there was like a lot of cars here, but a lot of the shows are like ending. Like teams are leaving. And there's like not that many cars anymore. It's kind of spooky. It's kind of sad. It makes me want to cry a little bit. But so far, the office that I've been to that had like the most people was the Stugo office. The show that I'm on has a couple, but Stugo has had the most so far. Anyways, I just got here. I'll see you guys later. I'm so tired. Like that drive, I should start sleeping more. I need to get more sleep. I was watching Common Side Effects on the way here. Man, that's a good show. I'm gonna rewatch it when I get home because I can't really watch it while I drive. But it's a good show. You should watch it. Anyways, I'm yapping. Bye. 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 I'll see you guys later. They have a cotton on.
Do you want to go check out the Pulse?
Oh, is it a Ben & Jerry's? Wow. So, that egg looks hella good though.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning, chat. I just woke up. Today's Thursday. I have no meetings scheduled today. We're supposed to have a random meeting sometime today. They were talking about it yesterday, saying there's not a meeting on the schedule, but if you come in or if you're online or whatever, they're gonna send out an email saying that there's a meeting. So I decided I'm just gonna come into the office anyway, because I'm like trying to take advantage, you know, like show that I'm there. Even though I like travel from so far away, I still show up. I guess, I don't know, does it make me look good or does it make me look bad? I have no idea. But anyways, I'm about to go to the office, but first I'm gonna stop at the coffee shop, the one I've been going to every time I'm out here. I think it's called Cafecito. They got this horchata coffee. I'm gonna get that. I love it. It's like my favorite coffee out here. And it's like the same price as a Starbucks, so, but it tastes better than Starbucks. Anyways, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna grab that, and then I'm gonna head to the office. So after I left the office last night, we went to the mall, and then we went out to eat, and I got like a pork bowl. I didn't really record anything. I think I got some footage of my pork bowl, but I didn't really record anything for the vlog. But I got a couple things of footage. But I'm dipping today. I'm leaving LA today. This is gonna be one of the last times I drive home from LA, and I'm kind of sad, man. Just thinking about it, man. I think I'm gonna go into the stairwell and draw today, since it's gonna be kind of like a free day. I do have a lot of homework, but it is gonna be kind of a free day, so I think I'm gonna bring my camera in and I'm gonna record myself drawing. I think that's the plan. I'll keep you guys updated. You guys will find out before I do, or no, I'll find out before you guys do, but you guys will know my decision right now. I got my cafecito. I also got this giant cinnamon roll with the BIG's face, Big Papa. Damn. The Big Papa. Alright, let's go. Gang. I just got out of the mentorship right now. I left early because I have a long drive. You guys know vibes. You don't know how long my drive is. But for the road, I wanted to grab some more of those pork bowls so I could eat. I could get one for the road, and then my wife wants to try one, so I'm gonna bring her one home. Cause I told her how good they were, and she's like, "Here, bring me one home." And I'm gonna bring one. I'm gonna grab like 3. I'm gonna get one for my son also, cause you know it's buzzing. But that's what I'm saying, man. Whenever I'm out here, LA got like the best food. Where I'm from, all we got is like McDonald's and Burger King. Who eats Burger King? There's just so much. I think the closest we got is like Berkeley. Galleria, the mall. My homie took me here yesterday. And now I'm back. I wanted to check out Pop Mart. Look, yesterday when we came, Pop Mart was already closed. So I want to try to see if they got any cool stuff. I know La Boo Boos are like super trendy right now. I don't want no damn La Boo Boo. I want like, okay, lady, just walk in front of me. What the hell? People just, I was driving, I was moving, and they just walked in front of me. What the LA's crazy, bro. I swear. People be braking on the freeway.
The destination is on your right, Glendale Galleria.
People just be walking in front of you. Like, I'm literally driving and this lady's walking. She's walking. She didn't even stop. She didn't even look both ways before she crossed the street. That's crazy. That's like the #1 rule they teach you in school. Look both ways. Well, that's like the #1 rule they teach you in life, actually. Look both ways before you cross the street, brother. Anyways, I'll see you in a second. My car stinks like rice bowls and pork belly. Get up here, get up here. Alright, so I got 3 pops or whatever vinyl boxes. I got a Crybaby one. I got another Crybaby one. This one's like a little figure, the other one's like a keychain, I guess. And then I got a Powerpuff Girl one. Crying Powerpuff Girls. And I want Mojo Jojo. The goal is to get Mojo Jojo. I really like the Professor X also. He just looked cool on display. But other than that, I'll take any Powerpuff Girl. Preferably one of the Powerpuff Girls that has bunny ears. The bunny ear Powerpuff Girls would be dope. Anyways, I'm not going to open those on camera because I'm bringing them to my kids. I want them to open them and see what they got. And then I will keep the Powerpuff Girl one, probably, most likely. But all my Funko Pops and collector toys, my kids play with them anyway, so. Alright, I'm on my way home now. 5 hours, it's 3 o'clock. I should be home by 8 or 9, which would be dope. And I hope I make it that time. Okay, bye. I'm about to hop on the freeway, man, and it is going to rain again. So that means the Grapevine is probably snowing again. And from what I've heard, they close it down a lot. So I'm hoping they don't close it down because I want to go home, man. I'm already tired. I haven't had like a good night's sleep in months, man. Let me go home. Also, look at my window crack. My window cracked at Titmouse. I don't know if I talked about that. But yeah, my window's cracked at Titmouse. I parked under a tree like a dingle. Okay, bye. What's up, gang? I just got my coffee from the Grapevine. Well, I just got out of the Grapevine, got my coffee. On my way home, I should be home around 9 o'clock, the earliest I've gotten home ever, I think. I always get home like at 1 or 2 in the morning. Man, after I got to the Grapevine, I just felt hella tired all of a sudden. I'm so tired, like it just hit me right now. I'm gonna start sipping my coffee. Hopefully it like wakes me up a bit. But man, I just like, I don't know if it's because I just started thinking about my mentorship is ending next week and it started making me kind of sad because I'm like, man, what do I do now? Like, do I constantly like reach out to like these people and like bug them for jobs, even though I know the animation industry is like bad right now? Nobody has jobs and everybody's looking for work. Sometimes I feel like, do I deserve to work in the animation industry? Even because I didn't go to art school and like everybody went to art school. So like they basically paid their way. Some people are still paying their student loans. And then I come through, I didn't go to school at all. I just like cut the line and I get a job. I don't know. I feel like I think about that all the time. I feel like, would that be wrong, or do people care? I don't know. I think weird. I don't know how. My thought process is weird. I just feel like I'd be taking jobs from somebody who worked for it, you know, like and paid their way and went to school. But then I also think like I've been working for it too, even though I didn't pay for art school. I did pay for some art classes. I still worked for it, right? Like I've had like sleepless nights practicing art and doing commissions and stuff like that, and I've done like 6-hour art classes. I don't know, I just feel like it's different. It'd be like I feel like in my mind it'd be equivalent to like somebody who went to like culinary school and it became like a world-class chef, and they just like went to school, they learned everything, they traveled the world learning techniques, and then they opened up a restaurant, and then somebody else who just makes like hella good hot dogs, like they're just busting hot dogs, never went to school, just like one day decided, hey, I want to make hot dogs and sell them, and they open up like a restaurant where they sell like fire hot dogs, and it's more popular than that restaurant that that person went to school for years. How does that sound? How does that, and is it an analogy? How does that analogy sound? Is that right? Am I using the word right? I don't know, I could just be stupid. Like, I think differently than everybody. Like, an example of me thinking differently than everybody, we had a meeting yesterday with the CCO of Titmouse, basically like one of the top guys at Titmouse. And he basically introduced himself, and one of the things he said in his story was that he loves sharpening things, right? Which was cool, because I didn't mention it to him, but like when I was younger, I used to sharpen wood. Like I would find wood in the street, I would sharpen it to make it look like a machete or like a kitchen knife, and I would sell them to like other kids for like $1, which is probably horrible. Anyways, he said that he likes sharpening things. So that stuck in my head literally the whole time he was talking. Everybody else asked questions. Everybody else asks like really good, every time we have a meeting with somebody, everybody asks really good questions. And I can never comprehend how they like think to ask these questions. Because to me, I'm just listening and I'm like, I enjoy listening. And I feel like he says enough, and I can't think of anything to ask. And everybody else asks good questions. The only reason I can think of that they know how to ask such good questions is because they went to school and they like learned this stuff. I didn't. I went to like continuation school. I dropped out of school in junior high. I'm just like, I was a bad student, but like, I mean, I was a good student. I was always missing. I had parents who neglected me, basically didn't care if I was in school or out of school. They just didn't care. Anyways, I don't want no pity, and I'm just like explaining to you as what I think my process is. Anyways, everybody's asking like hella good question, and I was just thinking like, damn, how do they, that's like crazy, I wouldn't have thought to ask that. And then the meeting was about to end, and I was like, okay, a good question to ask. I have a question for just like to end off the meeting, right? Like it would just end it. And I just said, he's like, okay, any more questions? And I was like, oh yeah, I got one. It's like, but I told him before, I was like, it's totally off topic. It's kind of stupid, but what is like the craziest thing you've ever sharpened? And he just like kind of like laughed at me, and he's like, oh, I never really sharpened anything really crazy. I just like sharpening knives. And I was like, oh, I was thinking you sharpen like random stuff you just find around. And he's like, oh, no, I just like sharpen like knives and things that need to be sharpened. Like he's a woodworker. But I asked him that. The only thing that was funny about that is like after I asked him that, and I felt like it opened the door for everybody else to ask more silly questions, because everybody else started asking like, oh, so what, like, do you woodwork, and what do you use your carving knives for, and what do you make when you woodwork? So I feel like my question kind of like allowed for more conversation, but when the other questions were asked, which were hella good questions, I just feel like he answered them, and then that was like kind of it kind of just shut it off. But that's how my mind works. I I had a meeting with somebody else and they said ask a lot of questions. In that same meeting, the person also said like when they were first starting out, they never asked questions. They just asked like joking questions. They just like joked around with the directors. And that's kind of what I do. Like I don't know anything about animation, but I don't really ask questions about animation because not only do I feel like it's kind of generic to ask questions about like, oh, how do you get a job afterwards? Or how do you go about practicing art? Like, I feel like that's like a question that people get asked all the time. So questions I ask are just like, my mentor, he does jujitsu. So my stuff I ask him, or I'll just bring up stuff about like UFC, or like does he know like this fighter, but I don't say it with the intentions of, oh, I'm trying to make this guy my friend so he likes me and he hires me. My intentions are genuinely, I love UFC, he loves UFC, and he'll mention something and I'll just like continue it. I'll be like, oh yeah, like we talked about like the meme, the Dagestan meme where you leave it says leave your kid in Dagestan for 3 years and forget about him. And anyways, my questions don't have really anything to do with animation usually. Usually my questions are what'd you have for lunch type questions. What's your favorite movie type question. I even asked what was your favorite cartoon or something. Just like dumb stuff. Like I talk in movie quotes a lot. Like I was raised on movies. If you guys ever seen the movie Cable Guy, Jim Carrey, all he had was like TV when he was growing up. But that's basically how I grew up. Like TV raised me, movies raised me. The only way I really bonded with my dad was, man, this is getting sad. It was just movies, right? So now like me and my brothers, now that we're older, we just talk in movie quotes and stuff like that. And a lot of people don't understand our references because we watched so many movies from like the 80s and 90s. And nowadays people just don't watch those old movies no more because a lot of them are like not considered funny because the times were different then, and like the jokes just don't hit the same as they do now. Like if you ever try to watch like old movies from the 90s, a lot of the stuff they say now they wouldn't say it in movies now. Like those movies cannot be made now, but that's just what we grew up on and that's how we talk. A lot of like Nacho Libre and Step Brothers and Superbad, Don't Be a Menace, Juice. A lot of movies, man. Anyways, did this conversation I just had with you guys make any sense? Or was I just yapping? Because I had to do that a lot. Anyway, I'll be home in about 2.5 hours. I always say, oh, I'll say what's up or I'll say something, but I'm probably going to end the vlog after that because I have homework that I've had since last week, but I got notes on it yesterday, and I want to finish that because I've been waiting to finish it for a long time because I've been working on multiple pieces because I have to make a presentation for my last day for next week. And I don't have really any finalized work. I barely got like approvals on some of my work. So I'm going to do that all for the rest of the week until Wednesday. If I don't say peace out at the end of the vlog, this will be my peace out to you guys. And I will see you guys next week. But maybe I'll pop in here for a second just to be like, hey, I'm home. Peace out. But as of right now, this is my peace out. All right, peace out.